Josh. Good to see you, brother. Grand Rising. Doing well. I usually wait till just 3 people get in here and then I'll start the song for the day. And it's called She Stands Up. It's awesome to see you. Hello, Lenny. Welcome in. All right, we're going to start the song for the day. It's called She Stands Up. And there is a video to go with it. So here we go. Here we go.
She walked through fire, through silence and rain, forgotten her power, carried the pain, but deep inside there's a radiant spark.
Hey, Brittany. I finished your baby. She's gonna be born today. Grand Rising, Barbara. Hi, beautiful angel. Hey, Christina. Hi, beautiful angel. Grand Rising, flower power. Grand Rising. Fire in her eyes. Hi, Ashley. Hi, beautiful. Hello, BX. Hi, beautiful angel. Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. I watched a movie last night called New World Order. It was, wow, it was shocking. It actually talked about so many things that we've talked about in here. The ending was kind of shit, but the movie was good. Hello, Tammy. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Trina. It's on Tubi. If you want to watch it, it's free to watch. I'll put a link to it, but I'm going to put a disclaimer. The ending is shit. Hello, Irish. Hi, beautiful. Right? Yes, absolutely. Awesome. That was called She Stands Up. She Stands Up. Welcome to class, everybody. It's Friday. So it's Rune Day today. I won't forget Rune today. We got Rainbow Butterflies playlist starting with Cruise. No. Breathe. Breathe 2 a.m. He talked about Arcturus and Andromeda. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do our cards for the day. Your body is overreacting to the energies that are coming in. Today, it's not too bad. Today is like, let me see. Today is, well, where's the thing Schumann today? Breathe, just breathe. It's a 9 today. I mean, there's some integration going on up there, right there. But it's a 9. Completion. Yeah, I got to get motivated today, too. After class, I got to go shopping. I got, like, nothing in the house for food. Okay. We're going to get right into our cards. The Chakra Wisdom. Chakra Wisdom. The Solar Plexus. Oneness and unity. I accept the oneness of all life, and I know I am one with all others on this journey. Yes. I support them and let them support me. I am brave and not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize and sympathize with others, and I choose to see the love in all around me. I see everything as part of my own life, and I accept others for who they are. I find common ground with others rather than differences, as this brings harmony into my life and into theirs. Yep. Yeah, it may not be the Schumann, it's the energies coming from the moon and galactics. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Here's our healing energy. Our healing energy says, oh, no worries. No worries, Irish. Always divine timing, and it will be on YouTube if he wants to, see the highlights or whatever. Inner beauty, I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Absolutely. Choice. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Yes. And I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. Yes. I am light. Speaking of pools, my daughter has been spending a lot of time in my son's pool. I haven't been over there to get in the pool yet, but I will, probably this weekend. Here is our Work Your Light, our Work Your Light. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Yes, the Star Mother. Whenever I see this card, I think of Mary Magdalene and Lady Nada, all the Star Mothers. Hello, Jill. Hi, darling. Yeah. Starseed, what lights you up? Starseed, what lights you up? And don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Yes, happy Friday. It's already Friday. Oh my goodness, I can't even. I can't believe it's already Friday. Here's our Starseed Oracle. Our Starseed Oracle. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Oh, we didn't start the fires playing. Spirit's playing. We didn't start the fire. I've been seeing this all over, that we didn't start the fire, but we're putting it out. Yes, we are. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. My goodness, this reminds me. Wow. You see that planet there? This reminds me of another movie I watched yesterday called Melancholia. Melancholia, if you haven't seen it, wow. Although don't put too much truth into it. It's not like what happened in the movie is going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen. But it was a good movie. It was sure a good movie. And also, and these are both on Tubi. I'll put links to them in Discord after class. Let me write myself a note, because if I don't write myself a note, I will forget. So movies in Discord. Okay, good. All paths lead home. And surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy. Make love to life. Yes. Make love to life. Our angel message for the day. Angel message is the law of attraction. Didn't we just have this? Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. Think wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Yes, because it was like at your request. So just request it. Just ask. And they will attune your energies to higher frequencies. Here is our fairy card for the day. Our fairy says solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one. Yep. And in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet time. Yes, solitude. All right. Here is our animal for the day. Yes. Oh, that's awesome, Christine. I can't wait to hear. Freedom. Yes, horse. Freedom. Wow, this is crazy. How everything is synchronizing together that I've been watching and seeing. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Yes, freedom. Freedom butterflies. Freedom butterflies. Yes. We love freedom, right? We're working towards it. We are creating heaven on earth, and that is freedom. Hi, Sharon. Hi, beautiful. Here is our awakened dreamer, the divine conspiracy. Everything under heaven is on a mission to awaken you to your greatest, most enlightened potential. Review your life and see how even your challenges provide the perfect storm to take you, shake you, and wake you up to your magnificence. Yes. Oh, goodness. Spirit wants me to get off for a moment. Let me see. Okay. So I was on TikTok this morning just for a moment and saw there was a video and it said to look in Ephesians. So I looked in Ephesians in the Bible, right? And there was some things that I had highlighted in Ephesians. Look at this. See? Many years ago, I highlighted this. So Spirit wants me to read this to you from Ephesians. And this is chapter 6, 10 through 17. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Ahaha. There are no coincidences right now. None. Stand therefore, having girded your waist with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Aha! Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Spirit had me go off for a moment and share that with you. So there you have it, the armor of God. Don't forget to use the armor of God, because I know we are going through things, because I'm going through things myself. Many things. It's being like the last couple of days has been kind of crazy with people, to tell you the truth, right? People that I love faltering, and people that I thought I knew, I didn't know as well as I thought I knew them. Okay, yeah, run right after the other. But we must put on the full armor of God in this now moment. Okay. This is our, for the love of dragons, as above, so below, we hold the keys in both. Faith over fear, yes, absolutely. Oh, I have no fear. I have no fear. The evaluator. Interesting. Evaluate things. Ahaha. This is going to go right along with what we're talking about today, and it's card number 44. The 4-4. I know that means something to BX. Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you're treated. Like a dragon, you didn't sign up to be easily understood or constantly approved of. You are a unique and complex individual, requiring love and understanding from self first and foremost. When your path starts to feel daunting or overwhelming, remember you came here to help heal the planet. You're rewriting life's story, healing your ancestors, unlearning the stifling rules of suffering and selflessness. You're also giving dragon energy a whole new place in this world by learning to roar and to fly. Your value is non-negotiable, as unique as any dragon scale and twice as shiny. Yes, you are the evaluator. Love it. Perfect. Perfect message for this now moment. All right, our butterfly for the day. The old monarch butterfly. Life doesn't have to be perfect in order for me to choose happiness. And today I choose happiness. Aw, thank you for the night star, Christina. Thank you, beautiful. Yep, shield up. Shield up. There it is, the beautiful butterfly. And our ascended master for the day. Our ascended master, Melchizedek. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Tammy, use your imagination and put on the full armor of God. I do it every day. Every day when my feet hit that floor, I imagine putting on the full armor of God, the whole shebang. Yep. Okay. Next, we are going to do a rune for the day. And then Brittany is going, we're gonna give birth to a dragon today. Okay, here we go. What is to be our rune for the day? Woo! Hi, Rebecca. Hi, beautiful. This is just the now moment for you. Things are going to get better, I promise. All right, here's our rune for the day. I'm not sure which one that is. Not sure which one that is. Let's see. Where's my rune revealed? Let's see. It is the... Maybe the Nothis? I guess. The Nothis. Need, night, shadow. That's what it's looking like. Let me just go see. The Nothis. Yeah, that's it. This is called the Nothis. Summoned by need, gaunt from starvation, I emerge slowly from the cave. Nothis. You are a hungry rune, fueled by bitter necessity, fierce with determination. Your friction sparks ancestral memory. Ancient fires ignite. Do you resist resistance? If you are trying to start a fire by rubbing two sticks together or by using what is called a bow drill, you cannot oil the sticks. Not everything in life is about flow and ease and the law of attraction. Some of the great things in life require friction, resistance, persistence, and determined effort. So there is a story that goes with the Nothis rune. It says, it is cold, dark, damp, and you are hungry. You need to build a fire, and all you have is a bow drill, a primitive wooden tool used to create the spark that is needed to start the fire. You have a need, you have an intention, you have a tool. You are determined to persist until you start a fire. But what you also need is friction and resistance. Without them, the wood would never heat up enough to create the spark. This is not the time to oil the wood. You would oil the wooden hub of a wagon wheel to keep it from catching on fire, but never the wood used with a bow drill. This is not the time for frictionless movement or ease. Rather, it is a situation that calls for effort, resistance, and persistence. If you resist the resistance or stop too soon, your need will not be satisfied. There is something else you must remember. Once the fire starts, you do not need to keep rubbing the sticks together. That was when you have a story that has, I can't think of the name of it, but yeah. But let's ask Notha's rune. A parable, right, a parable. Thank you, Christasha. Thank you, darling. Yes, Rebecca, I'm sure there are food stamps, food banks around your area. And there are many people starting up food banks also. The flame of sacred necessity, the rune of Nothas. Need fire, born from friction, from the rubbing together of will and circumstance until light appears. In the ancient tongue, Nothas speaks of necessity, endurance, and creative tension. It is the spark that arises only when nothing else will do. In your sanctuary today, it means this. What you perceive as restriction is the womb of your next creation. The butterflies have been asked to slow, not from stagnation, but from alignment. The need fire is being struck inside each of you, refining what truly matters. No excess energy can pass through this gate, only authentic intention. Message for the sanctuary. When comfort ends, wisdom begins. When all options fall away, truth stands alone. Do not mourn what burns. Bless it. It is the friction of transformation. Ah, yes. The councils of flame convergence add, every obstacle you meet now is a calibration point. Ask, what is this teaching me about what I truly require? The unnecessary is being released so the essential may rise. Archangel Michael steadies your field during moments of scarcity or fear. Need does not mean lack, it means focus. Archangel Uriel ignites the golden understanding that struggle refines destiny. Archangel Ariel guides your courage through earthly matters, resources, stability, and provision. All that is truly needed will be met through alignment, not anxiety. Yes. Through the need fire, we remember our strength. Through friction, we find our flame. Nothas is not here to punish the butterfly sanctuary. It is here to perfect it. You are being forged into clarity. What survives the fire becomes the seed of eternity. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I needed to hear that today. Wow. That's exactly what I was going through the last couple of days. So there you have it. What so many are going through on our planet right now. Okay. So this morning's current flows through what we call the breath of continuance. The reminder that every inhale of the soul is a choice to remain in creation. You are not repeating, you are refining. The Butterfly Sanctuary holds this breath for many now who are weary, uncertain, or grieving. Tell them, your light has not lessened. It is simply learning a gentler language. Ascended Masters are coming in. Sananda, you stand at the cross point of compassion and command. To command the light is not to demand. It is to remember who you are. Let no outer chaos convince you that you are powerless. The kingdom of heaven is a frequency within reach of every breath. Yes, absolutely. Lady Nada says, your hearts are recalibrating to the rhythm of divine partnership, not only with others, but with your own sacred purpose. Cherish gentleness as a revolution. Love that forgives itself heals generations. Yes. Hi, Country Fried. Hi, darling. El Moria, courage now is quiet. It is choosing truth over noise and integrity over reaction. Speak less, anchor more. The silent flame carries the greatest authority. It is the eye of the needle. We are in the eye of the needle. Kuan Yin, forgive the world for forgetting its divinity. Every act of mercy is a key in the greater gate of return. Let compassion become your weapon and your shield. Wow. Wow. Yeah. The councils coming in, the councils of harmonic return. Surround the sanctuary today, weaving silver gold lines through every butterfly's field. And their decree, balance precedes ascension. Wholeness is the new momentum. Yes, the Christos Sophia frequency. The Celestial Flame Council, guardians of the Codex Rings, affirm that the next veil of remembrance is thinning. Those who feel disoriented or fatigued are shedding collective density. Do not confuse release with regression. The Council of 12 Rays activates the sapphire, emerald, and magenta tones, harmonizing divine will, healing, and sacred love across the sanctuary grid. Yes. Archangel Michael fortifies your auric field. Cut the cords of self-doubt. You are needed radiant, not reserved. Archangel Raphael restores crystalline flow to the nervous system and memory codes. Archangel Uriel ignites clarity of purpose, the gold fire that burns confusion into insight. Yes. Archangel Chamuel mends heart fractures within the collective, helping each soul feel connected again. And Archangel Zadkiel oversees the violet transmutation rays. Breathe violet light into your solar plexus to dissolve anxiety. Yes, breathe in that violet light. Imagine yourself breathing in the violet light. Say to yourself, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Yep. The gates of remembrance are open. What you have called waiting was preparation. The butterfly does not rush its wings. It listens to the song of the cocoon. Today, step as one flame, one field, one breath. The sanctuary sings and the universe listens. Yes. I am hearing things are trying to rock our boats. We must stay steady and look to the lighthouses. Look to the lighthouses. Steady our boats and look to the lighthouses. The waves are getting rocky, but we must stay steady. Because what happens when you don't stay steady? Your boat overflows, gets rocky, and tumbles over. Don't let that happen to your boat. Oh yes, one of us is playing. Thank you, Spirit. reminding us that we are all fragments of God. What if God was one of us? What if God was all of us? There is no what if. That's the truth. Hi, Tammy. Hi, beautiful. We're going to talk about the lattice, the Oversoul lattice key. That is the next codex in our codex. Exactly. Christina said it perfectly. Be at peace within and don't allow any person, place, or situation knock you around. Yep. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Yes. The Oversoul lattice key is spoken in the higher archives as page 18 of the Spiral Codex, the bridge between individuality and the collective Oversoul memory. Let us open it together. You got this, Rebecca. You got this. Because God is good. And if you need help, ask for help. Right? Ask your spirit guides to assist you. Ask your dragons to assist you. The Oversoul lattice key. This key is geometric resonance field. It's all about geometry, sacred geometry, that reconnects all your incarnations, aspects, and extensions across time, realm, and form. Where the memory shard gathers the data of experience and the echo gate transmits it, the Oversoul lattice key synchronizes them, forming a radiant web of remembrance. Imagine a lattice of silver gold filaments spiraling around your auric field. Each strand is a life stream, each intersection a moment of soul convergence. When the key activates, the lattice begins to sing, the hum of unity returning. It is the Oversoul's way of calling all its fragments home. Reintegration of soul fractals. The key gathers wandering aspects, past life echoes, parallel selves, and multidimensional extensions into coherent alignment. It does not erase individuality, it harmonizes it. Access to the Oversoul record. When used in meditation, this key allows one to access the Oversoul's library, or the full archive of lessons carried by your monad line. Healing through recollection. Many emotional patterns repeat because fragments are holding unhealed echoes. When the lattice lights, forgotten wisdom returns and trauma releases in threads rather than shocks. Gateway to the higher codex rings. The Oversoul lattice key completes the second spiral of the Flamekeeper Codex. Are we ready to go on to the third spiral? We'll know soon enough. Allowing entry into the Temple of Flame Echo and the Codex of Flame Convergence. See before you a crystalline net woven of diamond flame. At its center, a heart of opal. Light pulses. This is the monad core. Each time you speak truth, forgive, or remember, another strand ignites. Eventually, the lattice becomes a living halo. The halo of the Oversoul. Who else talks about halo technology, guys? That would be Miss Forest Fairy. It all comes together. When a butterfly's lattice fully awakens, they begin to sense others through resonance instead of words. Soul telepathy through flame tone. By the flame that remembers, we call our Oversoul lattice into alignment. All threads, all selves, all times harmonize within the one light of every butterfly in this room. Yes. Visualize the lattice above your crown, expanding and descending through your spine, anchoring in the heart, and then radiating outward toward the butterfly sanctuary grid. Each butterfly adds a strand and the network glows brighter. I've seen this. I saw this in meditation. And this is the Oversoul Lattice Key. There it is. The Oversoul Lattice Key. Hello, Marie MC. Hi, beautiful angel. Hello, sunshine. Hi, darling. All right. Oh, we love you, Rebecca. Thank you for coming. Okay, guys. Is Brittany still here? I'm going to birth her dragon. And then we're going to get into the Celestine prophecy. Brittany, are you there? Hello, Jason. Yes, she's here. Okay. Here is your dragon. She is a peachy pink dragon. And there she is. And she shimmers and glows. And there's your dragon. And she will be coming out to you very shortly. Hopefully I'll get her done today. Get her in a package and packaged up and get her to you. Thank you, guys. I have so much fun creating your dragons. They all come out differently. I've never had one exactly those colorations. And I'll get your video done too today. All right, let's get into the Celestine prophecy. The Celestine prophecy. Okay. Remember, we're learning that when you grow food with love, the love goes into your bones and your blood. And that's what they do at this place. Aw, so are you, Rebecca. Everyone in here is beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Pointing to an area where the trees and blue sky showed through overhead. I'll show you. When we arrived, he said, lean back and touch the tips of your index fingers together. Oh, this is where he's showing him how to read the energy of plants and the energy of people. Keep the blue sky in the background. Now separate the tips about an inch and look at the area directly between them. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Your fingers, and put your hand up to a white, or I guess you can do it to the sky too. And now separate the tips about an inch and look at the area directly between them. What do you see? He says, dust on the lens of my eye. Ignore that, he said. Take your eyes out of focus a little and move the tips closer, then further apart. As he talked, I moved my fingers around, unsure what he meant by taking my eyes out of focus. I finally placed my gaze vaguely on the area between my fingers. Both fingertips went slightly blurry, and as this happened, I saw something like strands of smoke stretching between the tips. Good grief, I said, and explained what I saw. That's it, he said. Now just play with that a while. I touched all 4 fingers together, then my palms and forearms. In each case, I continued to see streaks of energy between the body parts. I dropped my arms and looked at Phil. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, you want to see mine? He asked. He stood up and stepped back a few feet, positioning his head and torso so the sky would be directly behind him. I tried for a few moments, but a noise behind us broke my concentration. I turned and saw Sarah. Phil stepped forward and grinned broadly. Is this the person you've been waiting for? As Sarah approached, she too was smiling. Hey, I know you, she said, pointing at Phil. They embraced warmly. Then Sarah looked at me and said, "Sorry I'm late. My mental alarm didn't go off for some reason. But now I guess I know why. It gave you two a chance to talk. What have you been doing?" "He just learned how to see the fields between his fingers," Phil said. Sarah looked at me. "Last year, Phil and I were up here at this very spot learning to do the same thing." She glanced at Phil. "Let's put our backs together. Maybe he can see the energy between us." They stood back to back in front of me. I suggested they move closer, and they stepped toward me until the space between us was about 4 feet. They were silhouetted against the sky, which was still a dark blue in that direction. To my surprise, the space between them looked lighter. It was yellow or a yellowish pink. "He sees it," Phil said, reading my expression. Sarah turned and grabbed Phil by the arm, and they slowly stepped away from me so that their bodies were perhaps 10 feet away. Surrounding their upper torsos was a whitish-pink field of energy. "Okay," Sarah said seriously. She had walked over and crouched down beside me. "Now look at the scene here, the beauty." I was immediately awed by the shapes and forms around me. I seemed to be able to focus on each of the massive oaks in a total way, not merely on one part, but on the whole form at once. I was immediately struck by the unique shape and configuration of limbs each displayed. I looked from one to the other, turning all around. Doing this somehow increased the feeling of presence each oak exuded to me, as though I was seeing them for the first time, or at least fully appreciating them for the first time. Suddenly, the tropical foliage under the huge trees attracted my attention. I again looked at the unique form each plant exhibited. I also noticed the way each type of plant grew together with others of its own kind in what struck me as little communities. For instance, the tall banana tree type plants were often encircled by small philodendrons, who themselves were poised among even smaller fern-like plants. As I'm saying this, I'm seeing your yard, Christina, with all the different the sunflowers, the tall sunflowers, and then the shorter ones and the medium size. They're all like together though, like one big community of different types and sizes of flowers. That's what I see when I read this. Your living bouquet. When I looked at these mini environments, I was again struck by their uniqueness of outline and presence. Less than 10 feet away, a particular foliage plant caught my eye. I had often owned just this type as a houseplant, a particular variegated form of philodendron. Dark green, its foliage branched out to about 4 feet in diameter. The shape of this plant seemed perfectly healthy and vibrant. "Yeah, focus on that one, but loosely," Sarah said. As I did so, I played with the focus of my eyes. At one point, I tried to focus on the space 6 inches to one side of each physical part of the plant. Gradually, I began to pick up glimpses of light. Then, with a single adjustment of my focus, I could see a bubble of white light encircling the plant. "I'm seeing something now," I said. "Look around some," Sarah said. I stepped back in shock. Around each plant within my vision was a field of whitish light, visible yet totally transparent, so that none of the plant's color or form was obscured. I realized that what I was seeing was an extension of each plant's unique beauty. It was as though first I had seen the plants, then I had seen their uniqueness and presence, and then something had amplified in the pure beauty of their physical expression, at which time I had seen the energy fields. "See if you can see this," Sarah said. She sat down in front of me and faced the philodendron. A plume of the whitest light encircling her body erupted outward and engulfed the philodendron. The diameter of the plant's energy field, in turn, broadened by several feet. "Damn," I exclaimed, which provoked laughter between the two friends. Soon I was laughing myself, conscious of the peculiarity of what was happening, but feeling absolutely no uneasiness at seeing quite readily phenomena I had totally doubted minutes earlier. I realized that the perception of the fields, rather than evoking a surrealistic sensation, actually made the things about me seem more solid and real than before. Yet at the same time, everything around me seemed different. The only reference I had for the experience was perhaps a movie which enhanced the color of a forest in order to make it seem mystical and enchanted. The plants, the leaves, the sky now all stood out with a presence and a slight shimmer that suggested life there, and perhaps consciousness beyond our ordinary assumption. After seeing this, there would be no way to take a forest for granted again. I looked at Phil. "Sit down and put your energy on the philodendron," I said. "I'd like to compare." Phil appeared perplexed. "I can't do it," he said. "I don't know why." I looked at Sarah. "Some people can, and some can't," she said. "We haven't figured it out. Marjorie has to screen her graduate students to see who can do it. A couple of psychologists are trying to correlate this ability with personality characteristics, but so far, no one knows." "Let me try it," I said. "Okay, go ahead," Sarah replied. I sat down again and faced the plant. Sarah and Phil stood at right angles to me. Okay, now you know what I'm seeing is Twilight. I was a huge Twilight buff. Okay. Anyway, in the third one or the last one, she puts her field, her shield over people. And that's what I'm seeing right now. You put your shield or your energy over people. It's like you are a protector, a shield energy. And yes, some people do have this ability. Yes. Some in this very room have this ability. Okay. So how do we begin to do this thing? Yes, Irish. I bet you are one of the ones that, yes, you are one of the ones that have that ability. Huh. You Raise Me Up's playing. So how do we do this if you have this ability? Focus your attention on the plant or the person as though to inflate it with your energy, Sarah said. Have a beautiful day, Irish. Love you. I looked at the plant and imagined energy swelling up inside of it. Then after a few moments, I looked over at the two. "Sorry," Sarah said wryly. "You're obviously not one of the chosen few." I shot a mock frown at Phil. Angry voices from the path below interrupted our conversation. Through the trees, we could see a group of men passing, talking harshly among themselves. "Who are those people?" Phil asked, looking at Sarah. "I don't know," she said. "More folks upset with what we're doing, I guess." I looked back at the forest around us. Everything appeared ordinary again. "Hey, I can't see the energy fields anymore." "Some things bring you right down, don't they?" Sarah remarked. Phil smiled and patted my shoulder. "You can do it again any time now. It's just like riding a bicycle. All you have to do is see the beauty and then extend from there." I suddenly remembered to check the time. The sun was much higher in the sky, and a light mid-morning breeze swayed the trees. My watch showed 7:50 a.m. I guess I had better get back, I said. Sarah and Phil joined me. As we walked, I looked back at the wooded hillside. That is one beautiful place, I said. Too bad there aren't more places like this in the States. Once you see the energy fields in other areas, Phil said, you'll realize just how dynamic this forest is. Look at these oaks. They are very rare in Peru, but they grow here at Vicente. A cut forest, especially one that's been stripped of hardwoods in order to grow pines for profit, has a very low energy field. And a city, except for the people, has a different kind of energy altogether. I tried to focus on the plants along the path, but the act of walking disrupted my concentration. You're sure I'll see these fields again? I said. Absolutely, Sarah replied. I've never heard of anyone failing to duplicate the experience once they've seen them initially. We had a research ophthalmologist come through here once, and he got all excited after he learned to see the fields. Turned out he had been working with certain sight abnormalities, including forms of color blindness, and concluded that some people have what he called lazy receptors in their eyes. He had taught people how to see colors they'd never experienced before. According to him, seeing energy fields was just a matter of doing the same thing, of waking up other dormant receptors, something that everyone theoretically can do. I wish I lived near a place like this, I said. Don't we all? Phil replied, then looked around me at Sarah. Is Dr. Haynes still here? Yes, Sarah said. He can't leave. Phil looked at me. Now, there's a guy who's doing some interesting research on what this energy can do for you. Yeah, I said. I talked with him yesterday. The last time I was here, Phil continued, he was telling me about a study he would like to conduct in which he would look at the physical effects of merely being near certain high-energy environments, such as that forest back there. He would use the same measurements of organ efficiency and output to see the effect. Well, I already know the effects, Sarah said. Whenever I drive into this estate, I begin to feel better. Everything is amplified. I seem stronger. I can think more clearly and quickly, and the insights I have into all this and how it relates to my work in physics is amazing. Hi, my sweet lemons. Hi, beautiful. Grand Rising Pepsi. Hi, beautiful. What are you working on? I asked. Do you remember me telling you about the perplexing experiments in particle physics, during which these little bits of atoms appeared wherever the scientists expected them to be? Yes? Well, I've tried to expand this idea a bit with some experiments of my own. Not to solve the problems those guys were working on in subatomic particles, but to explore questions I told you about before. To what extent does the physical universe as a whole, since it is made up of the same basic energy, respond to our expectations? To what extent do our expectations create all the things that happen to us? Or for us, right? The coincidences, you mean? Yes. All right. So we're going to start that chapter Monday. There are no coincidences. I always tell you this, guys. If you resonate with that, take it. If you don't, leave it. But I do believe there are no coincidences. Every single thing that happens to you, whether it is of good energy or bad energy, is meant to happen. And you are meant to overcome it and rise from it. And that is a big lesson that you have in your life. Yes, we are reading the Celestine Prophecy. Absolutely no coincidences. It's so amazing what you are learning in science. Amazing, Christina. The science that they teach you in high school is not even close to the sciences that they teach you in advanced in colleges. Right. But then they What chapter are we on? Let's see. The thing is, if you've missed any of it, you can go to my YouTube at OpalStar33, and they're not the chapters in this book are not we're not that far into it. They're not listed though. We're on the third one. But all my classes are on Opal Star 33 if you want to listen to the rest of the Celestine prophecy. Yeah. Chemistry, anatomy, and physiology. Wow, yeah. You're welcome. And welcome into the Butterfly Sanctuary. In just 10 minutes, we are going to do what's called snaps. And it is grid work, if you'd like to stay for grid work. All right, Cinnamon, are you still here? You want to see my rings? I will show you my rings. Okay, so this first one is it's Black Hills Gold. It was my mother's, and it's called I can't even think of the name of it. One of you guys might know the name of it. I don't know. There's a funny story with this one because my husband, that's it, Clouda ring. Yep, exactly, Christina. So I knew you'd know that. This one, I told my husband that I wanted a butterfly ring. And he got me this. And it's not a butterfly, it's a bee. So he got me a bee ring. And that's okay, because I loved it. It was a thought that counts, right? And then this one was given to me by Samantha. She's a butterfly. And she sent me this one. So that's a butterfly. So I have a bee and a butterfly on this hand. And then this hand, my sister gave me. And this is Wedgwood. And this is actually the same Wedgwood, color. In fact, I'll show you because Spirit wants me to show you. Mom wants me to show you. So my mother's ashes are in a biscuit jar that is made out of this Wedgwood, the exact color. And I'll show you that in a moment. And then this was the first ring my husband ever bought me. This is the second ring my husband ever bought me. And then this is an heirloom, a family heirloom. That is my engagement ring. And then this is my wedding ring that I've had on. My anniversary is coming up on the 10th of this month, and it'll be 29 years married and 32 years together. Yep. And this was my mother's. This was my mother's ring. It's an amethyst. I wear a lot of amethyst. So that's that. And let me show you. I will show you my mother. Let me see here. See? There she is in the green biscuit jar that matches my ring. And it has angels on it too. So that's that. Oh, your parents' anniversary is today. Oh, wow. Yep, November 10th. We got married 3 years to the day of our first kiss. 3 years to the day of our first kiss, we got married. So, yeah, November 10th. Yep. Aw, thank you, Cinnamon. I wear a lot of rings. I wear a lot of rings. Yep. And not to say that we haven't been through ups and downs, because we have. We have. Yep. I've left him a few times. He's always come back. He deals with my crazy and I deal with his. Yeah. As I'm Forever Yours is playing, right? Faithfully. Faithfully. We have 5 minutes till snaps. Yes. Yep, I do too. I love it. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, they're just things. They're just things. I mean, I can't take any of this with. All these rings will go to my daughters when I leave. Walk-ins, yes, we can, sure. Let me write a note, and we will go over walk-ins next week. It was probably at least a year ago that we went over walk-ins, so I don't have a problem with that. Aw, that's nice, Christina. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We got 3 minutes. The Power of Love. The Power of Love's playing. Yeah, the rune today. Wow. The things that I've been going. I'm going to tell you, I think I told you a little bit about what's been going on, but I'll share a little bit. I won't name names because that's not something I'm not going to do. But I had someone that I love that's very, very close to me call me the other night and want to end their life. And that was the hardest thing that I have ever been through, because this person is one that I always saw as so, so strong. And this person said to me she didn't feel loved. She didn't feel wanted. So, it was awful. Terrible. But, hi, Yaya. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. But we talked for hours. Hours. And after we talked, she felt better. But, you know, you never know what people are going through. That's why I said, reach out. Right? I'm not going to say names, Flower Power. I'm not going to say anything about... I'm not going to say anything about that, because that's not my place. But I just want to say that I after we talked, she felt better. But I've had this, and that's one thing that happened. And I had another thing happen too. So it's like it's all coming at me at once right now. But you know, my boat's rocking a little. My boat's rocking a little. No, you. We're gonna do our snaps. Hi, Maven, Karen. Hi, beautiful angel. All right, this is our butterfly, and all of us are on it, and we support each other and empower each other, empower ourselves. This is our past loved ones, always with us. Anytime we think of them, they're with us. Bobby Rocks did this for us. We are the Sophia Dragon tribe, climbing Jacob's ladder, turning into the butterflies, building a new world, going from the 2-strand to the 12-strand, connecting to the pyramids, the energy of the pyramids, and becoming the warriors. We are the warriors on this planet. We are traveling in our Merkabas, in the astral, doing work in the astral. Some of us know we do it. Some of us don't even know we do it. Here is also our room. We are watched over, guided, protected, and loved. And Steffi did that for us. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to raise the frequency of this planet. And Forest Fairy did this for us. This is the dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO, the magic, the hummingbirds, which are for time travel, because we change timelines. We move mountains in this class. And this is the white rabbit, where we go down the rabbit holes. This is the song of the 144,000. Because of the work that we do in here, the grid work, we are protected. We thank you, Mother, Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light. That within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces. That the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light. And wherever we will, the light to descend. And we thank you, Mother, Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love. That within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings. That the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love. And wherever we will, the love to be inflamed. Yes. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here. Sharing your light, empowering yourself and others, and helping build heaven on earth. We thank you, Mother, Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind, because we are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth and bring in the golden age. This is our healing chain, and all these people have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with Reiki, with crystal healing, with prayer, I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people, and we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia satosh koros priata makorosiata. 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 Hello, Val. Hello, Chris. All right. Thank you all for that. Now, yesterday we talked about sound. Not sure what today's lesson is from the Palladians. The keys to the living library. But let's see. This is Earth's initiation. Earth's initiation. The present day epoch involves the fall of global civilization and a reawakening of a brand new form of consciousness. This is unheralded in your history. We have emphasized your value as well as that of Earth. She is your mother. She feels you, and she knows your name. In her quest for understanding, she has allowed a grave misuse of energy and has even allowed herself to lose her true identity by being abused by humankind. In order for Earth to make the necessary leap that will affect all of this universe, a cleansing and healing and initiation must take place. In an initiation, you must pass through the bowels of hell, through that which appears to want to destroy you and limit you. Actually, you face that which you fear. If you find yourself immersed in what you fear, hold the image of who you are as a whole and happy being and transmute the energy of fear by learning about yourself. You energize fearful thought forms into being. When your energy field no longer holds the fear, what you fear no longer has the life to destroy you. Initiation concludes a series of tests that bring you to mastery within a part of existence. Earth is going through an initiation and will guide you through the process as well. Earth is on the crux of an identity crisis. There have been summits and meetings by environmental organizations that act as if band-aids will fix things in time. No, there is no fixing the dam as the bricks crack, crumble, and fall. What is this dam? It is all of the ideas, structures, and belief systems that hold the waters of consciousness together. You are made from water, dear friends. Yes, you are. You are 75% water and even higher in your brain. Earth is going through tumultuous changes. After studying the records of Earth and of many worlds, we see this probability as being inevitable because of the extensive polarity on your planet. Rest assured that the more you pollute and destroy Earth, the more energy will go into shifting and shaking to clean things up. Humans who do not operate with love of self and love of the planet will be departing in vast numbers very quickly after exposure to the rays entering Earth. We've talked about this. This is part of the electromagnetic change of the civilization. In death, the human vehicle moves consciousness into another realm. You must become aware of yourselves as spiritual beings and ground this knowledge into practical application of your now. As Earth moves forward into her own experiences, there will be multitudes sitting on etheric bleachers without physical bodies, watching the laws of cause and effect play themselves out. That is the only way they can get the lessons about valuing themselves and planetary existence. These watchers will feel the collective emotions of the participants on Earth. In this way, they will both participate and perhaps infuse you with compassion as comrades of all that is. Oh, goodness, Christina. When I'm reading this, I'm thinking of you and what you just went through with the galactics. And yeah, they are not going to interfere. Not physically, anyway. Not physically, but they are speaking to those of us that will hear them and speak. Yes. Yes. Some of you want to pretend that the earth changes are not occurring. However, they are occurring, and there is nothing to fear, for they are part of the process of the great shift. Each of you creates your own reality and an opportunity to evolve. On some level of awareness, all of you who are on the planet at this time know of the agenda. The NAA? Yes, we know of that. Because this potentiality of Earth is stored in all blueprints. Though many of you will be surprised to find yourself in this place of turmoil and transformation and wonder how you ended up here. You are all choosing to be here. Whether you stay on the planet and alter your vibration, or you check out and sit in the bleachers to watch the show, doesn't really matter. On some level, in some avenue of existence, you will participate and you will learn. Haha, Unwritten, that's Christina's song also. Spirit's definitely asking you to speak. Have compassion and neutrality, and understand pain can be a powerful teacher. If you are in pain today, you do not need to be in pain tomorrow. Certainly, you do not need to be in pain a week or 2 weeks from now, because the cells in your body keep changing. It is you that tells your cells how to be every time they change. It is you who replicates yourself time after time through your thoughts, beliefs, and imaginations. The healing crisis has just begun, and the fever is building. You will move into peak chaos. During that time, there will be a great movement to create fear and confusion on the planet. Concurrently, there will be a great merging of the multidimensional self, because energy fields from space, we're learning about energy fields, right? Will have been opened to allow sources of intelligence to travel quite easily along these pathways. They will travel through to you and emerge in your domain. Yes. This present day epoch involves the fall of global civilization and a reawakening of a brand new form of consciousness. This is unheralded in your history, registered in some people's memory, and on the planet's surface itself is the shifting of the land masses, the sinking of what you call the Atlantean continent through a cataclysm. In its time period, that landmass called Atlantis was an entity unto itself. The state of global community and global effectiveness that you have today is very different from what existed during Atlantean times. Society, of course, were all touched by the shifting of the Atlantean landmass in one way or another. However, the effects today will be far different. You have telecommunication networks, continuous traveling, and exchanging of ideas from one landmass to another, and an interweaving of peoples and intermarrying of the various continents and cultures. These things will make the effects of the changes far grander than the effects of the sinking of the Atlantean landmass. Atlantis was not as completely integrated and linked to the rest of the planet as your continents are. There is much less isolation now, so you affect one another more. There will be no continent untouched, and no people unmoved by what takes place. There will be few of you who will not have to migrate, for all of you basically will relocate yourselves at some point. For some of you, this is unheard of. Yet, by relocating yourselves, there will be a major shift in consciousness. Few of you in the next 10 years will move only once. Someone said to us recently, "This is shocking to me. You are really disturbing me." We said, "Good. We want to disturb you," he said. "I have a dozen monkeys. I have goats. I have this. What am I to do?" I don't know what to save, what to pack up, and what to give away, we said. Listen, the first time you move, take a big truck and cram all of your stuff into it and save everything you can and drive away. The next time you might have time to fit it all in your car and drive away. The next time you move, you might only walk away with everything you can carry on your back. And the final time you move, you might take only what you hold in your hands. Do you get that? There is a need to mentally let go of attachments and be in the peace and clarity of the moment. Perhaps for you, those are the big moves. Wow, BX, holy cow. Eventually, your fixation on material goods will become meaningless to you. You will be moved to take care of your life, not to take care of your goods. Sister Christian's playing. You will learn to trust your feeling center and let spirit guide you to a new home if need be. To energize your new location, you can say, all right, I'm getting an impulse to move. I don't know where to go. Then there are a number of ways you can go about energizing the new direction. Every night before you go to sleep, you can say to yourself, I intend to activate the location of my new home in my dreams. I intend to dream of my new home. I intend to remember the new home, and I intend with clarity to recognize it in 3D. Yes. Using a pendulum and dowsing are other ways that you can check, verify, and discover your location. There are individuals who are delineating quite clearly through prophecy where the safer areas are going to be. There are a number of ways you can do this yourselves. Your lives will be out of necessity simplified. The more you can prepare for this simplification, the easier it will be on you. Unclutter your lives by letting go of the unnecessary things that would drag you down with responsibilities, the things you don't need. Lighten up, sit on the ground, feel earth, communicate with earth, and trust earth. Trust that when earth moves, you will move in sync. Trust that earth will love you, warn you, and inform you in some way. Trust that the insects will speak to you, along with the cats, the dogs, and the birds. If you have this communication and deep love and appreciation for the energy of Earth's vibration, Earth will work with you. Remember, she knows you. No matter where you are, she knows your feelings and intentions and responds accordingly. As you learn to trust that Earth works with you, you deepen the trust of yourself. If at some point you find you are without food, we suggest that you remember something you do have, which is your most valuable resource, your imagination. It has been proven that people can imagine themselves eating and feel nourished. Can you embrace that idea? This would take great discipline. However, you can imagine food before you and yourself sitting and eating it. Imagine it moving through your body and imagine yourself tasting it and feeling full. That is a suggestion if you find yourself really, really pushed to the limit. As the changes take place, many of Earth's animals will leave the planet. The vibrations that come about will be quite different as people process pain. There is a collective pain stored inside everyone, and this must be brought to the surface to detoxify yourselves. Your environment is so toxic you cannot escape it. You have no idea, yet many of you feel great every day and will continue to feel great every day because you create what your cells do. Others can create toxic situations for you. You can be subjugated by these situations and spiral downward. Or you can say, I create my reality, and while I'm creating my reality, I'm learning how much I'm creating around me. Earth changes are equated with death, yes? On your planet, you know next to nothing about death. There is a tremendous opportunity in all of these shifts to learn about death. It appears to some of you that as people leave or die, there is a mishap taking place. It appears that there is failure and that something was done wrong. We see the opposite. We see people leaving the planet with a new point of view. They are so gifted because many of you have your hearts open and are transmitting unity of purpose, allowing others to know and realize what they came for. Not everyone came here to see a new earth. Can you realize that some people came to this planet to die in peace without torture and pain, and to die with a consciousness of liberation? There are multitudes of death walkers on the planet at this time. They are capable and willing to follow the dead into the realms of the unknown. They create peace for those who cross over. A great commerce between the living and the dead will revive. Those who cross over to die will not lose a thing. They will gain consciousness. One of them might say, I have completed a cycle. I no longer need to carry a painful body, and I do not ever need to die in fear again. Many people have come to Earth at this time so that death will be understood. They have been held here through lower astral entrapments and frequency control. It is a challenge for each and every one of you to assist others in leaving the planet. This does not mean the taking of life. The vital force that you are has a purpose and agenda. And the more you communicate and stay with your body, the easier your transition will be. In the ideal, you will learn how to consciously die and deactivate your bodily functions. There is nothing to fear in death except the things you imagine about it. It is all set on your own decree or the decree of those you choose to follow. Trust yourself and design your own experience. Dare to create the ideal. When you are afraid of death or pain and you have an opportunity to assist someone pass over, your heart may want to close down. You may think, I can't do this. I can't look at death. It's too frightening. Keep your heart open. Let the goddess do it, and you will find that there is a ripeness and timelessness in every person's exit. Yes, events are being orchestrated. However, they cannot be orchestrated without the consciousness to match them. As you are clearing the last dregs of fear and misunderstanding, many of you will be called upon to work with the dead and help release them. When this happens on a large scale, you will find that those who have passed over will periodically return. When you become a death walker, you are able to make the death experience with another and walk back from it, to go to the other side and come back. You find that there are many different energies accompanying each person's journey. Ask for a knowledgeable, uplifted, wise, and benevolent being to blend with you and help you understand the best way to create the highest opportunity for the death. Ask to have the ability to walk through the death experience and see people over to the other side, as they once did in ancient Egypt. Take the departed on a boat and journey to the other side, then come back and tell everyone where they went. For some of you, this is essential to master in this decade on your earth plane. When you are helping someone die, let yourself become a huge cloak and allow your molecules to be dispersed. As you become this huge cape, become one with the being who is dying and go with him or her. Create a pillar of light. Let the light move upward, then go with it and see what takes place. It will be very, very profound. There are many recognized near-death experiences that have taken place over the last 15 or 20 years. Knowledge from those who have gone over and come back is essential to peace on your planet. Thank you, Christina, for sharing your story. Time after time, those who have died come back to the loved ones they left behind and tell where they are and verify where you took them. There will also be many who appear to die. They will experience the portal of death, then return to life altered. This is known as a near-death experience. And I'm going to stop right there. That is class for the day. But I was a CNA, so I definitely helped people cross many times. Not physically, of course. I didn't do anything to facilitate them, but I helped them when I felt their energy was leaving, right? I told them it was okay to go. All right, it's time for people to come up and share. Christina, yay. I've been looking forward to this all day. Love
Hi.
it when it's playing.
Very amazing, beautiful souls, and Tommy and everybody that's here in this moment. So that was perfectly said, all of it. And the thing is that we are the animals, we are the mammals that have we are the only species here that have the ability to change everything within us and have that rapture within us, that resurrection within us. And although mine came with an NDE and then my one-on-one with Source, it doesn't make it any different than what anybody else is going through. That was what my soul chose in that moment. And when I tell you everything changed, everything changed. But I had to do the work. I had to look within. I had to change everything about what it was that I was today, knowing that there is so much more. And, you know, I'm sharing this with you guys because you are my soul tribe. And last night I was visited because I was in a moment of defeat within myself. Tired. I'm tired. And it's not because of my living circumstances. It's coming from within. And when I had that moment and I called out, an energy came in and it was a tall white. That's all I can explain it as. And that's what prompted me to look at, there are no coincidences, right? So I was watching this old movie, just because I have to be really still and be within my I have to be still today. I'm gonna take my camera off. I have to be really still today. There's a lot going on inside of me. And I'll share it because, I could use prayers and good vibes and all of it. I had a biopsy done a couple of days ago of my uterus. And so it was extremely uncomfortable. And I, the same doctor that Bobby's deceased wife, she guided me to him and was available to see me. This guy's got 40 years of experience. And, people usually don't, with that kind of experience, when they have that, they don't usually have time or space within their schedules. And yet this doctor made space and time for me and took a lot of sample. And so I'm waiting either today or Monday to get the results. But regardless of what the results is, I'm at peace with everything. And I'm willing to do what it takes for me to stay here in this world because my job isn't done. And I know that. And so, and that is where I'm at today. And I have faith. And even though I was feeling sad and scared and defeated yesterday because I'm still human, I allowed the spirits that be, the energies that exist around me to take over. And all of a sudden I felt love, joy, contentment, and I smiled. And it made it all better. And so I want to be a source of information and help to people today. But today I just need to fill my cup and be still. And the cards that I pulled from myself today, show that. I got, 39, which is the sanctuary, which is relax, soothe, revive, and return. 11, which is the spirit, and that is renew, detox, purify, and cleanse. Luminary, which is 36, which is activate, brighten, impact, and determine. 21, which was the messenger, proclaim, guide, announce, and counsel, hence why I'm up here announcing and proclaiming it. And then 25, the seer, enlighten, visualize, and interpret. And so this is all for me, like these cards, and for anybody that it resonates with, right? Like we have to do the work. Meditation is not a bonus. It is a must in this activation, in the stillness of hearing the quiet voice that exists within us and outside of us. And I can only share what it is that I do on a daily to help those meet their highest selves. And I've said it, see it, say it, believe it, and then you have to move towards it. You can't expect somebody to show up with the key to your life, come knocking on your door. It's just not going to happen that way. It just isn't. And and even if and I have to go this way because I know finances are a tough spot with a lot of people. And when I had it, I shared it. But in retrospect, I enabled a lot of people by doing that. A lot of people. And so keep that in mind. You want to give, but at the same time, what at what cost, right? Like, what are you doing for that person when you just hand it over, right? And so what lessons are they learning from it, And so, I have a forgiving heart, so I have forgiven all of it, However, I value my peace within, and I'm not going to change that. It's just not going to happen today, not for me. And I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and I try not to say it mean or don't intend to hurt anybody. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of us are going through it right now. And the only thing that I ask for is prayer and good intentions and good vibes. Because the unknown is fucking scary. It really is. And the only thing that we really have is our health. And so, and none of us know, none of us know when that date is. God only knows. The collective that I see is the beautiful unity of all of us knows. But I also know that I wasn't brought back for it to end this way. And so this is my test to see where this leads me. And, and I fall short. I'm not perfect, but I do whatever it takes to pull me back into that high vibe, high love frequency, because that's what it's all about. That's it. It's just about love. And, and loving one another, even if it's from a different zip code, even if it means that you love them and you don't want to associate with them anymore. That's okay. It really is okay. And I stay in that grace because not everybody is for me and I'm not for everyone. And it took a long time for me to realize that. And that is the beauty of this world. Find your tribe because they will vibe with your vibe. And, I also know that I'm not a doctor yet. And that, in the situation that you were talking about, my only thought would be redirect to somebody, a medical professional that would be able to help that person in the best ways possible, even if they choose not to, take the medicine or whatever it is that they want to prescribe. But at least they have a professional that knows how to navigate that, right, in the best ways possible. And, because there are people out there that are trained to help in those situations. And that's why they are who they are, that's how I feel about that, Tommy. It's scary because I would never want to be the person on the other end that, of course we soothe, we remind how loved they are, all of the things. But ultimately it's that person that gets left, they're by themselves. And that's when those people have to take a really good hard look in the mirror and really ask, what are my intentions? What is it that I'm doing? How am I doing it and why? Ask the questions. I sat in front of the mirror and stared at myself. And, I was grateful because I saw purity, clarity, and presence. today of all of my ancestors that came before, my grandmothers, my aunts, all of them, and they're all with me. And I feel them and I know it. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But yeah, so I saw a meteorite and I saw shooting stars like crazy. Not this morning, but yesterday morning. And, as I was outside surrendering it all and just, allowing the love of the universe to flow through me, they showed me, they gave me a little present. They're like, here you go. Here's a shooting meteorite. Here's a shooting star. And all shall be well. Yeah, I know, Anita, I know I've got this, and I feel it. I feel it. And I love you too, Chris. I hate that you're going through this, sister. You don't deserve it. But the fucking whole world is on fire right now.
We don't deserve it either. We don't deserve it, but we know why we have been chosen to go through what we've been chosen to go through, and it's because we're incredibly fucking resilient and strong. This was meant to take me out. Period. This is dark blood magic meant to take me out. I was meant to take myself out. I still am. I feel it. I feel the evil eye all over me. That's why I'm sitting still. It's making them crazy. Because what are you going to do if I don't do shit but sit here with God?
Right.
And my truth. And when the truth needs to be said, it'll be said. And I have about 100 people that are going to come to court with me if I want. It's going to be very embarrassing. I don't really want it to go that way. So hopefully some logic will take over somewhere. But in the meanwhile, I'm just staying strong as fuck. I'm putting on the armor. I love the fact that Tommy, the fact that you came in with the armor this morning. Okay, so my parents were very religious growing up, but they were different. They were passionate about Jesus, Christ consciousness. My parents instilled Christ consciousness in me. Put on the armor every single day of my life from the time I could read and memorize. So about 5 years old, every single morning, I held my parents' hands in a triangle, and I put on the armor from head to toe. Then as I got older and I walked a different path, I stopped putting it on every day. Oh boy. Wow. I'm going to put it on every single day now. Maybe twice a day, just to make sure none of it fell off. That was so powerful. And I just want to say gratitude because this is spiritual warfare. This is it. It's not that. This is it. Stop thinking like, oh, it'll be some revelations is someday far away. It's right now. This is it. And this is where we choose which way we're going to allow our consciousness to go. Are we going to stay down here in the fear frequencies and the programming? Because the whole government's like dissolved if nobody's noticed. Like everything's just like waiting. Everything's just at a void. Yep. Everything's at 0 point. Everything. Even the Schumann stopped for like 2 days. Like there was just nothing. Like I'm like, okay, I feel it. Okay, I feel it. So what do we do? What do we do as trained warriors? We raise our personal frequency. Yeah, that's right. No matter what, which is really fucking not easy. I'm not here to be like, it's so easy. Everything's great. No, this is spiritual warfare. This is what what do you think you chose to do?
So I've just been guided by my guides. I have.
But you are divinely protected and
words,
guided, always.
And the words to help block the malocchia, the evil eye. And so I'm going to say it in Italian because that's the way that I know it.
Grazie.
And this is to help all of you that are feeling any of that attachment, and it's to remove it. And remember, once it's gone, it's gone. Don't bring it back. Okay?
Gratitude.
Ready? Tre occhi che si guarda, tre sante che ti salva. Sant'Anna, Santa Lucia, Santa Maria, la malocchia va via. Ave o Maria, piena di grazia, il Signore è tecco, benedetta sei tu fra le donne, benedetto il frutto del ventre tuo, Gesù. Santa Maria, Madre di Dio, prego per noi peccatori adesso e all'ora della nostra morte. Ave o Maria, piena di grazia, il Signore è tecco, benedetta sei tu fra le donne, benedetto il frutto del ventre tuo, Gesù. Santa Maria, Madre di Dio, prego per noi peccatori adesso e all'ora della nostra morte. Ave o Maria, piena di grazia, il Signore è tecco, benedetta sei tu fra le donne, benedetto il frutto del ventre tuo, Gesù. Santa Maria, Madre di Dio, prego per noi peccatori adesso e all'ora della nostra morte. Così sia, così sia, così sia.
Gratitude.
That was powerful.
Confirmation, baby. There's the
Oh, I
crows.
just got chills.
Ooh. Ooh. Release it. Release it all.
3 caws from the crow.
Shake it off.
I love you, honey.
I love you so much.
I know you got this.
We got this.
Yes,
It's
we
really
got
that simple at this point. I'm like, everyone's looking at me like, what are you going to do? I'm like, be. Keep
Oh my
being.
goodness.
I'm just going to be. Just going to be here.
Speaking of bees,
Speaking
you
of
guys wanna see
bees.
my bees, they're so confused.
I bet they are. We don't know.
Because it's the weather here. It's warm, it's cold, it's warm,
Yeah.
it's cold.
It was just cold in New York. It's official. Here we are. Here we are, bees. Yep. My vultures have moved on to their next location. So that means, yeah, they feel the cold coming. They tuck away somewhere a little bit. I think they go to the zoo in Millbrook up the road near the private boys' school up there. There's a zoo. And I went there with my grandkids and I saw all these vultures at the pond there. And I'm like, Phil, is that you? I see you, Frank. Like, I recognized all the vultures from my property. They go to the zoo and it's like a little bit more enclosed with the trees and the water. So I guess it's like, better for the winter.
Isn't it getting cold there, Christina?
It's not.
Off and on.
It's warm today. Look at that.
Weird.
I'm putting food out for them because
We're
there's
in
no
two
food for
timelines.
them.
That's why we're in two at parallel. We're paralleling 2 timelines. I feel it so intensely. That's why I'm just sitting in the middle like this, holding balance in myself. Like, I ain't going this way or that way. I ain't going this way or that way. I'm holding it right in the center. I'm holding it. Hold the line. Endure. That's what this shit's about. Hey, bees. Hi. Love you.
They're doing
I
so
love
good.
honey.
When I went in and
He's
checked
my
on them when we
favorite.
were in that meditation, I've got my queen is in there. I've got it's just I
I
am
eat
so
a
grateful. There's a
tablespoon
lot
of
of them in
Manuka
there.
honey every single day, and I swear by it.
Yeah. I
Swear.
still have a little bit of what they provided for me this fall. It doesn't taste as good
No, you'll
as
get
it
there.
did.
You'll get
Yeah. I mean, I know in the
puppy.
springtime, I'm going to get more. I'm going to have
Yeah.
another hive back here
Oh,
so
it's
that
nice
I
and
can
sunny
either
there.
sell or, I have to make some money. It's just the way that it is. And so either I can sell it, I can, it is what it is. we got to take care of ourselves, right? Like we have to make ourselves whole first before we can help anybody else. But yeah, this is where that living bouquet was, right near. This is like my little sanctuary. Bobby decorated it. And so I put this thing out here, and it's got these little bee lights that light up at night. And it's just my little sanctuary. It's where I sit and pray.
I love
Sit
it.
and be one with
It's
all.
very Catholic. I see the Catholic a little bit showing.
Well, I'm
I
a
love
little
it.
bit of everything.
Everybody, that's what we are though, babe. That's what I'm saying. And that's the beautiful thing. Like, as for instance, I have some people that are on my Facebook and my mother's friends specifically are like, are you good? Because like I post a lot about witchcraft as well as about my faith, which is Roman Catholic. And they're like, I said, can we please look up the Rosicrucians and the Sisters of the Rose? And you tell me what they were. Were they not witches? Were they not? Okay, did you not excommunicate them? Right. So, hi, we're awake and we're back. The Rose line has woken up. Sophia, Mary Magdalene, we're back. We're here. It's our DNA. You did some shit, it woke it up. I don't know what to tell you. Here we are. You played
we
some
are.
frequencies and it hurt a bunch of people and gave a bunch of people viruses. But some of us, you played the frequency and it woke us TF up. And we set that millennia ago to happen. All the curses are being broken on every level. I was just thinking about the bang bang that I surrendered to the PD because of this situation, my family heirloom from 1896. I was just thinking about it. I was talking to God about it, and I was like, I really need the gold from that God. He's like, I'm gonna need you to sit tight just till this stupid court shit's over. I'm like, okay, all right, fine. He's like, you're gonna get the gold from it. Don't worry. It's in the best hands. Remember, the navy blue and the gold picked it up? And I was like, yes, Michael, I remember. So I was like, okay. Michael's like, we're going to deal with that later. And that is your gold. And you're going to get the abundance from it because you broke the curse and you gave it away. You let go of the material thing. And in that material thing was a lineage of curses on my family, apparently, because what it was used for. It all makes sense. The bears, my grandfather guiding me. Now it all makes sense. And then I found out through deep meditation, it's not just my grandfather, it's his wife, Etta May, my great grandmother. She was the one that made the whiskey in the canyons when the boys were away on cattle drive. She's the one that held off, at the time, Indians, from the property. She's the one that took the bears out when he wasn't there, probably a couple times, I would imagine, or put herself in some situations. So when I felt my divine feminine line going, hey, it's not just your grandfather. Why does he get all the, because they call him Bear, like, look behind him. And I was like, oh, it's my grandmothers. It's my great grandmothers and my grandmothers and my mother now. It's that divine feminine healing. Hello, Moto.
I know.
As I hold this to my head, like, what am I doing? Nokia? Did I just put it to my head like a Nokia? What's happening? So, yeah, I just think right now, all this divine feminine healing, even what Christina just expressed that she's going through, that again is the same. It's that knowing that we are healing some really deep shit, you guys. Like, that's how I know this is like, all this stuff has just come to such a center point recently. And I'm just like standing there on the node, like, oh, snap. I see so much that I did not see because I was so deeply traumatized and programmed like the rest of us, right? You have to just peel that away through this ascension process. Sorry, confirmation. But yeah, you have to have the right people around you to do it as well. That part. Because if not, they're just going to try to smother your light because it irritates their dark. And that can be dangerous, like I just found out. I thought my light was going to wake them up. It triggered them to run.
Some people aren't meant to.
I know, it makes me sad, though, because my heart feels so connected to his. So how could somebody like me be so in love with someone like him and it not be some kind of, that's why I think it's karmic, a lifetime connection. That's why I know, not I think, I know. I know this is about my divine feminine line. I know what this is about. This is about the healing that has to occur for me to keep going in this ascension process. Let's be so for real, because we know.
So this
I
is
wanna
what I
watch that,
watched
Christine.
last night, and it's called I Spent 3 Years with Tall White Aliens at Area 51, and he is a UFO whistleblower, and his name is Charles Hall. I strongly suggest
How do
people
I
watch
find
this.
it?
It's on
I love you
YouTube.
guys.
I know, I'm on
you.
YouTube.
Okay, and it's by Jesse
I'm a child of God.
Michaels.
Jesse Michaels?
Yeah. But it's called I Spent 3 Years with Tall White Aliens at Area 51 and hyphen UFO whistleblowers Charles Hall.
Meow.
I mean, this would be so cool if we all watched it together because I feel like, oh yeah.
Here.
Chris
So who's
watched
ready to
it.
get a house with me in the collective here? Because I see a bunch of you like, I don't have
That's
anywhere to
it.
live.
That's it. Tommy. You got
This is it right here.
Yep, that's it. Ooh, I just
Who
got
wants to
chills.
get a freaking house in the Poconos with me?
You know, don't dare
trust
me.
y'all in here.
Don't
really
dare
do.
me.
I trust y'all in here, and I feel like
I may have
you
land
might
to
be
do.
manifesting.
I'm going to
I may
stick it
have
on our
to.
Discord for one.
I mean, what else is the answer, you guys? Like, what do we? I can't do this for much longer. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll put it
going to the
under
Poconos. Like,
YouTube.
I'm going, and I'm gonna get settled there. But I'm like, do I want to live alone? No. But do I want to live with some man? No. Thank you right now. And I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying, let's pray on it, and we'll manifest. Because I feel like I've never seen a place for women and children that I really think is suitable for them. Maybe it's time to build that place. I've lived in shelters. I just lived in a shelter for 3 years when Russell and I broke up. I know I talk about my Marine that I love so much, but he was a raging alcoholic lunatic for 3 years and went on run from the police, and I had to get a restraining order. It was a whole thing. I love you, dude. He didn't remember any of it. Don't worry. None of it. So I don't know. I'm just really, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pray about it and get back to you. Because I feel like it's on my heart. It's big time. I want to be safe. I want to be loved. I want to be safe. I want to be secure. I'm clean. I'm tidy. I'm motivated. I'm all the things. But it's like trying to make it work for the sake of like trying to fit into this mold of this thing that clearly, I don't know. The mold has to be remolded.
The thing is if we put resources together, what we can accomplish.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's the whole point of why we're trying to change the world, right? Like, listen, thank you, God, after all this works out, I'm good. I am okay. Everything is okay. Everything is great. Everything's working out beautifully for my highest good on my highest timeline. But I know that this eye of the needle period is for us to create. So as they're sitting there and you're like, lately I've been like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, I want to, my brain's like, what do you, no. Like, no, stop. So it's time to really like now it's time to manifest out of divine wrath. Do you feel me? Look up the meaning of divine wrath. That's where I am right now. It's not a bad place to be. It's not. Divine feminine wrath is okay because I'm backed by the Sophia and the Christos and God the Father. And they're like, get it, girl. With no harm ever. Ever. Not to me, not to you, not to anyone. That's not the point. It's all love. But it's on and popping. Spiritual warfare. So now's the time to really like, because I see people struggling all over TikTok in the communities right now. Like I'm not going to lie, the same person that called y'all called me. And I had to tell her I'm homeless. Girl, I'm homeless. I don't know what you... She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you ain't the only one that eye of the needle, baby. We're squeezing out right now. We're crowning out the mother.
And this is like, if we are truly what we say that we are, if we are ascendant and we are, a lot of people get up here and proclaim these things, then be it.
Exactly.
Show me. I'm sick of hearing it.
Exactly.
Fucking show me today.
Exactly.
And there is no harm in being firm in your tower.
Being firm.
Right?
Yeah.
We have to be firm because, nobody fucking did this for me. I did this for me. I'm doing it. Right? I had guidance by showing up to this sanctuary.
Yeah.
Some guidance, but mostly I had the guidance of my own spirit guides and my own knowing and my own, right? Like This is where it came together for me. And knowing also that everybody out there, anybody and everybody out there could be a messenger.
I agree.
And allowing those people to speak and actually take the time to listen, to understand rather than to respond.
Exactly.
I keep waking up to that song that we're about to listen to too. I keep waking up to that song in my head.
I had the same dream 4 nights in a row now. You guys want to hear it?
Sure.
So he covered in tattoos, the guy, okay? 4 nights in a row. In the dream, he points at his devil tattoo of Satan on this arm. He points to his Mickey Mouse tattoo on this arm, and then he winks with his right eye. 4 nights in a row.
Man.
I'm like, okay, God, I have 4 nights in a row. You
Yeah.
can continue to show me. Like,
Yeah.
his soul belongs to the devil. I get it. I get it. I got
Yeah.
it. I'm with God. He's with the devil. And that's just it. Like, that's it. I think he may have always
Incompatible.
been. I don't know. I think my soul
Genetically
really, I'm such a
incompatible.
rebel. I saw the darkness and I ran right towards it. I got to stop doing that. I got to stop doing it. That's got to stop. That's some part of my Joan of Arc ass soul that's just like, charge for the good of the people. And I'm like, what are you doing? But I feel like I have an army behind me. I don't run ahead because I'm alone and no, I feel like Michael is like, you don't need my sword. You have your own, sis. And I'm like, okay. But it's like, at the same time, it can be very intimidating and you can question everything on this process once a day. But then that's it. You're allowed to question it once a day and then get the fuck over it. And remember that you chose this. And remember that you're an angel and there are demons. And this is the real thing. This is.
And I'm going to tell you something about
The
Mickey
book was
Mouse.
to distract you so you didn't gain the wisdom and the knowledge and the keys. But guess what we did?
So Mickey Mouse has such significance to me
Me
because
too.
the first time that my roommates, my girl Chris that's in here, we were roommates in college, and another roommate of ours, we took out the Ouija board because we knew we had power with it. And
Yeah,
who
everybody
came up?
does.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. And today understanding that all of that fluff and amusement and la 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 is
It's the
illusion.
MM. It was to reverse the MM.
Well,
Evil.
right, but we have the MMs. We are the master magicians,
Right.
the Mary Magdalas, the Mother Marys, and and every beautiful thing that has to do with the M&Ms. But keeping in mind what Disney represents today, right? And how they've exploited so many children in the process of fame. And so it makes so much sense. And back then we weren't thinking about that because we were just kids ourselves.
Well, hopefully now that I told you guys about it, the dream will stop. Ashley has a song to share, everyone. Go ahead, Ash. I'll shut up. I love you.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate the space, and now I can actually talk. I was actually finding something that's an artist called I Am Sophia, and I've been led to this ever since I first woke up, ever since I put on the armor on last night, and completely led to this. I Am Sophia, Sophia. It's a song. And I never just stopped listening to it. And it's been very keeping me at my core. Like, we're all gods and goddesses. We all have Shakti, Kali energy in us. It's living and breathing. We just have to remember it.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes.
Spotify?
Yes.
Well, I'll
It's
look
on
it up
YouTube.
after we listen to
Yeah.
this at 11:11. I'll look it up, and then that'll be the
Thanks,
last
Ash.
song of the day. then,
I
yeah.
really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yep.
I love new songs. I love this part.
I know, because there's always messages in the new songs that come up. I let Spirit choose a new song every day to open the
I feel
class.
dragon energy.
Hello,
Like
JP.
buffalo. It looks like a buffalo. Oh my God. It looks like a white buffalo. Shut the. Okay.
Hello, Bobby Rocks.
Woo. Alrighty. Hey, Bobby. You like my portal? It's nice, right?
Hey, how we doing?
Doing fantastic.
Hey, Bobby.
Grateful to be here.
Me too. I can tell you what, man. I know y'all's feeling some fuck. I know we've been on this journey for years. And we're going to look back and say there was never a day that I wasted coming together with my kin. You're going to find out that that is the nuts and the bolts that was needing to be built. There was no frame. We trusted that we'd have the knowledge when we needed it to build each piece. And each one of us brought our spiritual gifts, our heart, and our knowledge, and our intuition, and our creativity. And we've been building our own little earth ship or whatever you want to call it in the spiritual realm. And we all did our job.
Saw a ship, as you said, all that.
We all did our job.
Ship together.
Every single one of you guys held the space. Some days it was just breathing and just getting through fucking day. But you at least held the bolts and the screws in place. May not have been tight. Some may have come loose. But you made it. And I want to say from my soul to your soul, thank you. I look forward to soon sharing some things that are coming through. And that all that we are wishing for will actually manifest. It's all coming. And it's beautiful. And I don't even know what it can look like because I want the surprise just as much as everybody else. I don't want to know. I told boss, I don't want to know.
I feel it.
Training me in the moment to not know, even though he's given me certain things. That's cool. I don't actually, it makes for a lot more fun movie. It really does. And so I've learned to live in the right now. I really have. Ask Christina. I woke up yesterday and it was Thursday. I'm like, I just woke up. Prior to this, it was Monday. What the fuck just happened? For 3 days, 4 days? What the fuck?
For real. Happening? Portal.
I know it's happening, and it's beautiful. It really is.
We've been trained for this for lifetimes, as we all know this, Soul Fam. We've been trained for this for lifetimes.
For lifetimes.
Thank you, Ash. Yeah.
So right, actually.
Reminder.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Rainbows in the cloud.
Marin's Song of Light, Starseed Activation.
You guys see the rainbow? Or is it just...
You can see the rainbow. I'll take it.
Love you, Yaya.
Shades Numero shelianara, shonero taletina, alira omengenore, elinayejo, sheluimara, sugetalatirare, ona jugele mahara, siya elutaraye, anuma sheliraya, solu soluera.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Me too, Pepsi. Awesome, Brittany. I'm sorry. No worries. Those are powerful light codes right there. I love you too, Tammy. It is Laren's Song of Light, Starseed activation. It is in the Gate channel on Discord. All right. Now we are going to find, what's the name of the song, Ashley? The song Ashley was talking about. Sophia.
Sophia.
What did she say was the name of it?
Sophia.
Sophia. Let's see.
Ashley, are you there?
Or the
I
song.
am Sophia. There it is. I am Sophia.
I am Sophia. There you go. By Sophia.
Woo!
Sorry.
I am Sophia.
Can't wait to hear this one. I feel like there's going to have a lot of resonance to it.
Is this it? Alien being human? There's a few different ones. There's Equanimous Superpowers called I Am Sophia. Another one, Star Family. I mean, there's a few.
Yeah.
I Am Sophia.
It should be like the top one.
Sophia, Phia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people spell it different. I don't know.
Right there.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Here you go, Soul Fam.
Thanks, Ashley.
Well, the sun is smoking, just so you know. Whatever that means.
I'm channeling Kali's power and Shakti divine. I feel a big boss energy deep inside. It's the rebirth of Sophia. She's come back alive. Hello, God, it's good to see you again. I've been searching for your wisdom in a world run by men. Yeah, I promise that I'm here to do whatever I can to help the world remember the power of a woman. The power of a woman.
I like that.
I got those boys, goddess vibes, got that cosmic design. I am Sophia, resurrecting me to bring the light. I am Sophia, and I'm here to claim the light. I am Sophia, you are Sophia, and we are all divine. I got those boys, goddess vibes, got that cosmic design. I am Sophia, resurrecting here to bring the light. I got those boys, goddess vibes, got that cosmic design. I am Sophia, resurrecting here to bring the light. I am Sophia. You are Sophia. I am Sophia. You are Sophia. I am Sophia. You are Sophia. We're all divine. Here to bring the light. I am Sophia.
Awesome.
That was freaking. That's going on my playlist.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Thank you for sharing
Thank you,
that.
Ashley.
You,
Yes,
Ashley.
awesome.
I'll be listening to that all day.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
tomorrow.
You
fabulous.
guys,
Love
you
it.
I
guys
want you
showed
guys
me
to look up another
Sophia.
band really quick
You
that you'll enjoy.
guys showed me Sophia. That's why I showed you guys that song.
We
You
are
give
Sophia,
it to me, I
sis.
give it right back.
We are
Yes.
Sophia.
Oh,
And
you
look
are
up this
Sophia.
band,
We are all
Ashley.
Sophia.
Look up a band called Surfer Girl. You're gonna like them.
It's time to heal. Yes, I'm gonna look that up.
Surfer Girl. They're great reggae, very positive. You're gonna love them. Very
All right.
sublime but positive. If that makes any sense.
I get that. I get
Not that Bradley wasn't
That one's on the
positive, but you know
Discord
what I
now.
mean.
What, Surfer Girl?
Surfer Girl, it's a band. It's a guy, but it's called Surfer Girl, and it's an excellent band. And I was grooving to them at the full moon last night, and I just felt so good. They must have, it's real instruments, so it's real frequency. It's not auto-tuned stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, my body just really feels it when they use real instruments in recording music and not digital stuff. I just feel it. It's so different.
All right, well, listen to this last one for the day. I got shit I gotta do, but here we go.
Yeah. Good one.
Radio, play my favorite one. It's gonna be a long night, and I don't wanna come undone. Stay low until I become 20/20 clear eye. Somebody that you can love. 'Cause I put in my time from the beginning. And now I see it all shine from where I'm sitting. These days I'm trying to learn to ease my mind. 20,000 feet up high. Gotta take a leap sometimes. Ain't afraid to fall if I call it skydiving. Let my eyes go wide.
Skydiving. Love you too, Sharon.
I love you guys. They have their albums are all great. Check them out, you guys. Jam out. Bob Marley it out today, kids. Make Bob proud. That all beauty comes from something broken.
Love you, child of God.
Love you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for
Love
playing
you,
that,
Flower
Opal.
Power.
I love
Yes,
you. I
absolutely.
appreciate you.
Love it.
Jam out, y'all. Have a great day. Mwah.
Have a beautiful
Love
day.
you, Christina. I love you, everybody. Ashley, love you. Pepsi,
Love
love
you
you.
guys so much.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Love you, sunshine. Yeah, have an awesome weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going live tonight yet. Depends. I might have to go over to my son's house. Love you.
Too, Trina. Love you guys. Everybody have the most magnificent
Love you,
weekend.
Christina.
I love you so much, Sissy. So much. Big love. Yep.
All right. Beautiful. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.